Okay, so here we are at your designing your site training on the how to build a website, on our how to build a website training. Okay, so this is going to be a really fun video, and this is going to be the video that kind of brings your site to life and gives it the look that you want it to have. So let's go ahead and get logged in here to our back office. And oops. Of course, your domain name with /wp-admin. Well, that's an unusually long login time. I'll try to log in before I start videos from now on. Okay. So we're in our back office, and the first thing we want to do is actually let's get our icon going. Let's change this guy. I'm tired of looking at this alligator. I don't want to promote HostGator anymore. I want to promote what we're doing. So let's go ahead and go to appearance, customize, I believe. Yeah, appearance and customize. And then we're going to click on site identity. Training site, mentoring, web design. We don't care about that. We're going to unclick that because we're going to do that ourselves. And then we're going to go down here and select our site icon. But first, notice how it says 512 by 512 pixels. We're going to make sure we have a 512 by 512. And I don't think I resized any of these. Oh, maybe we did. Oh, yeah, we did. Look, remember? We sized our site icons. So, yeah, we made all these. Banner, buttons, header, intro video, and our icon. Cool. So I guess we don't need Photoshop. Let's close that out. And let's get back in here and just select site icon. It's going to be the first one we upload. So let's just click this upload files, select. We're going to go in here to our banners and our icon, and we're just going to upload this globe. And this is going to replace this alligator up here. And that'll be our icon. Okay. So now we have a little globe up here instead of the alligator, which is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and click publish. Don't worry about any of this other stuff. Let's just click publish. Make sure that's unchecked. We don't want to display that anymore because we're going to go text it in. Make it look better. Okay. So now we fixed our icon. Let's go ahead and exit out of this. Let's X up here. And we want to go to Pages. Just go ahead and click on Pages. Alright. And it already has a sample page for us. So we don't need to create one. And remember in the other video how we went down here to settings and reading, and we already set the sample page as our home page. See how it says front page right here? Okay, so this is already set as our home page, so if someone comes to our site, this is going to be the first page they see. So let's go ahead and click edit. And we're going to change this to home page. And then what we want to do is we want to click Avada Builder. And you can see how it changed this whole layout here. This Avada Builder is an amazing thing. It's a blessing. It took me a long time to find this theme. It worked really well, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, this is the text that was before that. So let's go ahead and delete that. In fact, let's just delete this whole container. So we're starting fresh. Now this is why I like the Avada theme and the Avada Builder. You can click on container, and what it does, it pulls up all these different options. So you can have different sections in your site and put different things into them. Let me show you an example of this. Just click on one of these. And what it does is it places this one element in here so that you're designing this whole part of the page. Let's open that really quick. I'll show you that link in a second. Alright. So right here, this whole text, that would be like a single page, kind of how it's set up now. But let's go ahead and click on this. And if you click on this one, where there's more than one of them, just do this one for an example. It's going to give you two different elements that you can build on your site. So something's going to show up here and here. So let's go ahead and show you. You can put a lot of different elements in here. So let's go in here. And these are all the things you can use within your elements. You can create a form. Lots of different stuff. Checklists, countdowns, code blocks you can put in on your own codes, which you're going to learn about later. Maybe you won't be using too much code actually. Image, you could place an image in there. A lot of different stuff you can do here. Separate, I'll just create a space. You can make different separators, lots of different stuff. But go ahead and go through these. I don't want to go through all these right now. You can put in YouTube videos, all sorts of stuff. But what we're going to do is click text block. And we're going to say, we're going to call it our awesome training site. And then underneath it, we're going to put okay, so let's go ahead. And earlier, remember, since we did the advanced editor tools, now we have all these showing up here. And all this different stuff that we've organized. So now we can make this font bigger. And when we check that box, Before it only went up to like 28 or 32 or something. Now, I can bring it all the way up to 60, and what I like to do is Times New Roman. It's a little bit cleaner of a font. And then I like to change the color. Green. That looks good enough. So let's do it with the second one. We're going to change the font. Make the size a little bigger. Change the text. Looks alright. Let's take a look at it. And these were just an example, so let's delete these actually, but we're going to leave this container in here. So you could make a blank container if you want, and then just add different columns within it. But if you click container, it has the option anyway, so however you want to do that. So I'm going to click delete both of these. And I'm going to click columns. And what we're going to do is add a, where are we at? 2/3 to 1/3. Okay. And that's going to set it up so you can put like a video here and an explanation video and some sort of advertisement right here. Or ad or something. Or image or something. Okay, so let's go in here and click element. And just for example, you can click image, but you can also use the text block to put image in there, and that's what I like to do, because then you can see the image as well when you're viewing it. So let me show you what I mean. Let's center this and click add media. And then we're going to upload files. And this time, when we go back to our banners, remember when we made an intro video with our button? Let's double click that. And it's a good layout for most websites. Do what you want. This is completely your website. So, you know, it's up to your creativity. I'm just kind of giving you kind of a layout, give you a little structure to work with. Okay, so let's size this up a little bit. Click update, and then we're going to save it. And let's see what we got in our... Well, we got a banner right here. Let's say we want to display this banner. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. Be using a lot of images. I like to, at least. I mean, you guys might just be in this to make a store. You won't really be using images, so. But it's good to know all of this. All right. So let's toss that banner in there. Still not too bad, but the hosting seems a little slower than usual. Okay, so let's size this up, and yeah, I suppose that'll work. 345 by 345. Let's even make it 350. And we'll see how that goes. Save it. Now let's go ahead and click update. And once it's done updating, we're going to reload this and see how it looks. Okay. And I do apologize. What I meant to do is go fix all this first and then do this. But we kind of skipped a step here. So we're going to take this second. But as you can see, we're going to do this now after this. But as you can see, our awesome training site has come up. It says mentoring, life coaching, and web design. Now I don't like how close this is and how centered this is. So just for another really quick example before we go change the outlook of this, let's push that down. So let's go back into our editing. And we're going to go in here and put a space underneath that. So what we'll do here is we'll hit columns, or actually we'll just hit element. And we'll go down here to separator and click on separator. And you could come in here and put a border around it. We're just going to leave it, put no style. Okay. And then come over and click design. We're going to space it about, I don't know, 30 by 30. And you'll get used to this. And we'll click save, click update. Alright, and once that's updated, it should push that down a little bit and make that look a little bit better. Okay, so as you can see, it pushed that down some. Alright, so you're going to come down here, it's going to say our awesome training site. Alright, but we want to fix all this layout because we don't want to promote Avada. Maybe we don't like this green and all this stuff up here. We want our header. So let's go ahead and take care of that. And again, I do apologize for not doing that first. I kind of rushed ahead a little bit, but that's okay. It's not that big a deal. We need to create our pages anyway. So let's go back in and to our dashboard and go to Avada and click options. What you could do is you could take all of this out completely. And if they say they pop up to your site, it'll just come up like this. All right, you don't have to have a header and all this stuff, but I'm going to show you how this works. So let's go in here to our global options, Avada options. And the first thing we want to do here, click on layout. And we'll go ahead and keep it wide, 1200. Yeah, layout's pretty good. Let's skip layout for now. But you can come in here if you want and put it into a box, but you can also do this on your specific pages. So I always just leave it wide. You can change how wide it goes, bring it down some, bring your site in. Like it would push these in a little bit, and this would be a little wider. Right. And as I said earlier, go ahead and play with these as you go along, because we've already given you an introduction, so we're going to kind of move along with this. We're not taking too much time. So let's go ahead and click header. And as you can see, you have these different headers to pick from. And this is the one that's selected. That's why you got the green on the top and the Twitter, Facebook, and the Avada and all that. What I like to do, well, you can pick any one of these you like. This is a pretty good one. This one on the top. Let's go ahead and click that. Slider position. We'll put it below the header, which means that this will be below all of that. Okay, so let's click Save Changes and see what that did. And then we'll just click that to reload our page. Okay. Looks a little bit better. Let's do this though. Now, you don't have to even have a header. I believe you can just disable this. Or no, I guess you do need to have one. If you wanted, you just click this one. And that has a little drop down menu and a search. And then you can just remove this Avada icon. So it won't show anything up there. But if you want a menu like one of these, something like that, or the one we've chosen, go ahead and save it. And the reason it's only showing just the home page, it doesn't show the menu, is because we only have one page and we haven't created one. Okay, so but when we create more pages, you're going to see more, they're going to start showing up. Okay. So let's go to header background image. Sure. Why not? What I'm going to do here is go to my own pictures, and I forgot to tell you guys, and I apologize again, to download 2 backgrounds, which most of you probably did anyway. So I'm just going to go grab a second background from here. And since I only put one on our desktop pictures, these are all my pictures I have downloaded. I bought some of them. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to upload this sky blue background. Because what you're going to do is you're having a background for your header, and you're going to have one for your site itself if you want. So it's always a good idea to have more than one background in your pictures. Okay, so let's click select. %, background image. Yeah. No, I guess turn that off. Let's see what it looks like. Background, repeat all, and click save changes. Let's see what that did. Okay, so now we have a sky blue up here. It's kind of cool, huh? This little Avada theme. But we don't like this Avada theme. We don't want to promote our theme. We want to promote our stuff and have our own thing going for us. So what we're going to do now that we've taken care of our header, I think that looks good. We'll leave that for now. Change it, remove it later if we don't like it. As you can see, you could remove the background and I believe just put in, let's go to header styling. Yeah, and you can put in a color if you don't want to use a picture. Okay, I like that little sky background, but if you guys want to come in here and click on header styling, go ahead and do that, and you can scroll down here and pick a color instead. Whoops, just did clear. Alright, but this one, the image is going to override it if you have an image, so make sure it's deleted if you want to use a color. But we're not, we're using an image. So let's go down to sticky header. And I think it's turned off already, but let's see here. Sticky header. What this does is when you're scrolling on a cell phone, or if you're just scrolling down, the header remains. It stays up here. Yeah, I guess it is on. So what I like to do is I turn it off. Let's click save changes. Because I don't like that in the way as we're doing stuff. I think it looks funny. So I turn that off and I reload the page. And what's going to happen now is this is going to stop following us down. And once it reloads, of course. Ah, see? So now when we scroll down, it just scrolls past it and we keep going about our business. I think sticky headers are obnoxious. They just follow you through your whole site. You know, if you want to go to your menu, just scroll back up to the top. You know, you can use this bar and scroll back up. Click it. But you do what you want. That's a sticky header. If you want your header to keep coming down, go ahead and leave that on. But I like to turn it off. Alright. So next thing we're going to do is go to logo. Now that we've dealt with our header, and we're going to click logo. Alright. So let's scroll down. There it is. Default logo. We don't want that. We're going to remove it. That's the Avada logo. We don't want to do that. Ooh. We want to click upload. And we want to click our little globe. Or whatever icon you chose to use. This could be a company name, a cause, whatever. I'm just putting a planet because I think it looks cool. And to save time. And because it's kind of a live your dreams thing and it's a global thing. So, we have our icon. Let's hit save changes. There's some other settings if you want to look at them, but I just do custom icons and call it good. Okay, so let's reload it. That's funny. Apparently, it likes it took the biggest image that it could find. That's kind of funny. Let's see. Let's go back into logo, or scroll back down and remove this. What had happened here? Let's click upload. So I clicked this bigger one, but when they made this logo, it cropped it. So let's see if this is any better. This is going to be a lot smaller. Yeah, this 512 by 512, or this. Let's see what happens. If not, we'll go into Photoshop. So let's click this, select, click Save Changes. I don't think we need our logo to be that big. Alright, I didn't want to do any Photoshop but in this training, but that's the business. That's what we're doing here. So you'll find that you're going to be opening up Photoshop quite a bit, probably, if you're depending on what you're doing. Go to icon. Alright, and we'll click Photoshop, and it should open up with our Photoshop. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're just going to go up to image and go to image size. Alright. So I want to say, let's do like a 50 and see what that does. Let's turn it to 50 by 50 pixels and let's hit save as. And I'm going to go 50 by 50. Click save. Minimize that. And then let's go in here. Remove this again. Oop, wrong one, sorry. Default logo, upload. And let's grab this and see if it likes this one better. Okay, so we got our 50 by 50. We've saved it in the same folder. Let's upload it. See how that does. It might even be too big still, but or it might be too small. Let's find out. Yeah, that's pretty small. We might have to make it 100. Let's see here. That's pretty small. I want to say maybe let's make that twice as big. I almost want to even say, 125 maybe. So let's say that. Save it. Okay, 125. Now I'm going to delete this one since we don't need it, and I don't want to take up space. Oops. Wow. I don't know why that looks blurry. Yeah, that looks terrible. I think, I know why. Let's try that again, because I shrunk it and then tried to make it big again, which expanded the pixels. So we took a step back. Yeah, I know that's not going to work. Let's fix that. Let's throw this other one away. Let's throw both of these away. And save that again. Okay. I apologize about that. I wish I would have remembered this. I don't like taking more time than I need to on these videos. But that's okay. You'll come across that a lot. You'll get sidetracked and have to do stuff, but it'll be fine. Okay, so let's select that. That looks much better. Let's click Save Changes. And let's reload it. Okay, that is much better. That's much cleaner. So when your words come up here, they're just going to display next to this globe. Or I believe. Let's take a look. Alright, so that's looking a lot better. You got your globe there and your little background header. I feel like something's missing though. Let's go to header. Styling. Okay. Let's move on. Let's go to the title bar. Let's click on page title bar. And what that is this. And I think you can set the menu settings in here too. So let's click on page title bar. As you can see, we're kind of just moving down as we go. We're going to go create a menu too. Actually, we don't need to do that. Okay, so anyway, let's go down here, and it's going to say show bar and content. let's just say put show content only. And what that's going to do, I think it's going to take that out, but let's see. Let's click save. And see what that did for show content only. Okay. Oh, I see. It took away the bar. So let's go back in. I guess. Oh, that's what it is. Show bar and content. But we don't want to see these breadcrumbs. That's what these are. So let's go to none. Because we don't want to see the breadcrumbs, which is that. Nor do we need a search bar on it because there'll be one in our menu. Alright, so let's scroll down. Let's click save and see what that does. That should disappear. Okay, apparently the breadcrumbs are just below this. So we'll get there though. Page title bar headings. I apologize. That's probably what I'm certain that's what that is. So let's get rid of the headings too. We don't want breadcrumbs or headings to gunk this up because we've already made a title, a header for this. So I'll bet you that disappears. Yeah. So that's gone. You don't have any breadcrumbs, your home or your title, breadcrumbs or headings. You just have your title bar. But it's blank. So let's go ahead and go back into our options. And in the last video we made one. So what you could do is make a background color if you wanted. Make a border on it, and there's a lot of different stuff that you can do here. Change the heading size that we just erased, remember? The home page it said. And a lot of things you can do here. Okay, title bar heading, font color, size, lot of things. But what we're looking to do, since we made an image, we're going to scroll way down here to page title bar background image. And we're going to click upload. Alright. And then we're going to go to our header, and we're going to upload our header. Alright, click select, save it, and then reload it. Ah, and there it is, but we're not seeing the whole header. So what we need to do now is scroll down a smidge. Or whoops, apologize, and by that I mean scroll up. There it is. Page title bar height. And let's see what 50 more pixels does. So let's do 350 and make sure the PX is on the end here, or else that'll totally mess you up. So it has to say 350 PX and hit save. And let's reload this and see what happened. Still not displaying the whole thing. Wow. We made a pretty big header. Keep that in mind when you're making yours. It'll be fine. It still looks good. That's just a bit big. Reload. Okay. So now it's displaying the whole thing almost. Let's see what 450 does. Yeah, that's about right, I guess. A lot of people use bigger headers, I suppose. That's up to you guys and what you want to do. That's much better, so it's not so cut off. So now we have that space here. Live the life you've always wanted. And we also have this title header as well. Cool. That looks pretty decent. So I guess we'll keep that there for now. But what we don't have, now if you scroll down, live the life you've always wanted. I put here our awesome training site in web design. So we're kind of flowing with this a little bit. But the one thing that we're missing right now, and this could be anything like a woodworking or whatever you want to do here, but we still don't have a menu. Now, I kind of like this sky background. I think after this video, what I'm going to do is I'll probably do additional Photoshops, but I might just put a separator right here in a different color. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe we'll leave it. I don't know. So anyway, do that how you want. Go ahead and set up your header right here. All right, go ahead and go in here and set up your header. All right, and go set your logo, which is that. And this part right here is going to be your title page, and go upload your title page image and set the size. So you put it in down here, you upload it way up here, way down here, and then you scroll back up and change it to whatever it is, which we ended up going with 450. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is, we don't have a menu up here. Notice we're not displaying home page, about us, and the reason why is because we don't have a menu made. So what we're going to do here is, in order to have a menu, we probably should have more than one page. Let's go here to Pages. Alright, and then we're going to go to Add New. Click Add New here or here. We're going to add a new page. We're going to call this page About Us. Oop. And what you want to do is click Avada Builder. Go ahead and click Container. Click 1. Click Element. And then go in here. Scroll down to Text Block. Click Text Block. And then you're going to say whatever you say here. I'm going to put just really quick. Obviously I'd take a little more time, you know, if this wasn't just a training site. So I'm just going to put this there for example. We have an About Us page. I'm going to put this, oh yes, you can order your pages too. Right here, you can put them in order. We could place this under the home page, but we're not going to. And categorize it, so like, you know, you could stack these under the home page or put it right next to it. We're going to put number 2 here and click Publish. Alright, just go up here and click Publish. You can come back in and design these later, just like we did the home page. Alright, so we have an About Us page. And then we're going to click add another page. So at least we have 3 pages. And we're going to call this one Contact Us. We're going to click Avada, Builder, Container, 1, Element. And we're going to go in here. Avada Form, huh? Let's see what that looks like. I don't want to do it. Let's go down here to Element. Let's see. Just going to check and see if there's a form in here that we can use in one of these. User register. User login. It's one you can use to get people to register for your site and stuff. Okay, let's click text blocks. We'll get into that in the membership training. Let's see here. Insert. Okay, I don't think it has an actual form builder here. So what we're gonna do, exit this out, and I'm gonna go here to WP Forms, and I'm gonna right click this and open it in a new tab. Okay, and I'm gonna teach you how to make a form and how to add it to your page. Okay, so what we want to do here is click all forms. We haven't made one. Let's click create your form. All right. And what we're going to do here, you can create a blank form, but we're just going to go ahead and click simple contact form. Click this. And you can do newsletter sign up, suggestions, a lot of things. Create your own, whatever you want to do. But we're going to do a simple contact, and once it's done loading, we're going to show you how to edit it. Cool. So now we're here, and you can see it says name, first and last, email, comment, or message. That's all we need. But if we wanted to, we could grab, go in here and put in another single line text, another paragraph, set up multiple choices, numbers, check boxes, CAPTCHA, email, a lot of different things here. And if you go to your upgrades, you can do more. These are locked out, but if you do the paid version, you get access to all these too. So go ahead and play with this a little bit if you like, or make your own, however you want to do it. But we're just, for now, for this video, we're just making a simple contact us. But this is a really good program here if you want to build a more in-depth form with check boxes, check here for this, that, or the other, whatever you want to do. But we're just going to click embed. And what we're going to do is go down here. You can put it on our page, but we're just going to embed your form manually or use a shortcode. So let's just click use shortcode. And what it's going to do is bring this little code up. So let's click copy it. Alright, or you could just drag and highlight it and copy it. And we're going to add it to our page we haven't created yet, to our contact us page. So let's click on element, and we'll go in here and click code block. And we'll just paste that code in here and click save. And then we're going to make this order, I don't know, I guess 5. You can go in and order these later. But let's go ahead and click publish. Yeah, I'll show you how to do that in a second here. Cool. So we published their contact us page, and whenever you publish a page, if you want to see what it looks like, go ahead and right click this permalink right here and open it in a new tab. And that's going to bring up your page. Alright, and there's our contact us if people need to send us a message. Nice basic, not a big deal. Let's close that. And close this. Okay, so that's good. That's good enough for me. We don't need a contact form, so let's save and change. I guess save it, and it's going to exit it. Okay, so we have our contact page and our form. We have a couple pages. Now that we do, what we're going to want to do here is go down here, go to settings, or excuse me, appearance, and click on menus. Alright, and what we're going to do here is see where it says menu settings. We haven't created a menu yet, but what we're going to do is click main menu, put it in here for main menu, and click create. Oh, apologize, let's click main navigation, create. Hopefully that got that. Let's see. Whoa. Something went wrong. Let's try that again. Main menu, main navigation, and create menu. There we go. Manage locations, edit menus. So you want to go manage locations, main navigation, and you want to select main menu and save that. Make sure that's on main menu. And let's go back to edit. Well, once that's done, yeah, let's go back to edit. And what we're going to want to do, as you can see, we're selected on main menu. It's the only one we have, and it says main, and we have main navigation checked. So let's go to view all right here under pages. Click view all, click home page, about us, and contact us, and add that to your menu. Click add menu. And as we go along, we're going to be adding more pages to your menu. See now these popped up. We have a home page, about us, and a contact us. As we go along, we're going to keep adding things to the menu. So let's go in here, and you can click custom link and put a custom link. That's how we'll put your discussion forums. Other things are going to show up here. Right? When you create a new page, say when we create a video gallery, you'll come back in here and add the video gallery here. You'll just go on pages and click it and add it to your menu, and it'll just add to your menu. Alright, and you can create custom ones where you just put your link and put the text in here, and then you just add it to your menu. Alright, so that's how you build a menu. And you can put a search in it. Why not? Let's see how it looks. People like search bars, right? All right, so let's click save. And once this is done saving, we're going to reload this. And there it is. We reloaded it, and it says homepage, about us, contact us. That text is really small though. You can barely even see it. So, oh, look, it's got our little search bar too. That's cool. So, we have a menu now, but let's go in and go in here. And there's nothing else we can do at the menu in here. This is just where we build it. So let's go back to Avada, options. And then we're going to go to menu. Okay, show bar and content. No breadcrumbs, none of that. Height. Ooh. Thought we were in menu. Okay, menu. Main menu. Main menu height. Let's bring this down a little bit. Kind of feel like that menu is a little too high, so let's go to 60 and see what that does. Okay, background. Let's keep scrolling down. Apparently, you can do a lot with your menus, but what we're trying to do. Search icons on. Is we're trying to increase the size of this text. There it is. Now let's look at these really quick. Drop down, drop down, drop down. Okay, let's go to our typography. And as you can see, it's black and really small, but we don't like that. So we're going into menu, and we're going to change it to blue. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And instead of 14 pixels, let's try, I don't know, 18 maybe. See how that looks. You can come in here and change the fonts if you like. Kind of play with these a little bit. The hover color, huh? Well, it'll look silly with blue and green, so let's just make that a light blue. Drop down. So when it drops down, make it teal, I guess. Make it a little bit lighter blue, I guess. Alright. Font size, let's do 16. Make the drop down a little bigger. Alright, that looks okay. Let's click Save Changes. Now it's saved, let's reload it and see what happened. Alright. It's alright, but you can barely see it because I made it blue. So I guess what you could do is go in here and you make it white. And see if that looks any better. And I might touch this up a bit when we're not doing the training, just so it looks a little better, but it's pretty good for training purposes. You guys are getting, I hope you guys are getting the gist of this, that it's starting to get a bigger picture here of this really isn't as hard as it looks, as you would think. Okay, so that looks a little better, and how to do this and how all of it works. Okay, so that looks a little better. You can see everything. Homepage, about us, contact us, and we have our search bar. It's not looking too bad. I think this is just a little bit too big still. So let's go in here to what was it? Header. Header styling, maybe? Well, maybe that was in the menu. The setting, we wanted to make this a little smaller if we could because it was huge. So let's see here. Oh yeah, main menu height. Let's try 40 then and see if that does anything. Click save. And we're going to end this video fairly soon here. So hang tight, or if you oh, I see what it is. The main menu height is pushing this up. That has nothing to do with how big this is. But I'm going to change that back to maybe even 80. And save that. See what that did? It pushed it up. So let's change it back and reload it and see what that does. And I think it did a little something. Okay. So we're looking pretty decent. Homepage, about us, contact us. You have a little menu. Also remember too, you can come back here to header and change this up however you want to do this. All right, a lot of people use this one. I kind of like this one. But that's just an example of how if you want to build a menu. All right, below the slider. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Background image on header styling, maybe. Oh, sticky header, we turned it off. Okay. We're looking okay here. And this is getting dressed up pretty good. Go ahead and let's scroll down and see where we're at. Live the life you've always wanted. Our awesome training site. Let's touch this up a bit. Let's go in here to pages. But so far we're looking pretty good. We got our site icon. We've created a menu. We have our header here. We put a background image on our header, so it looks pretty nice. And we have our title right here. Now, keep in mind, we're going to go in and edit our home page. You don't have to have any of this. You can just get rid of all that. You can go up here and remove your icon and just select the one with the little search bar, and all this goes away. All right, and you can go disable your title bar, and this goes away too. So when someone shows up, it's just gonna show that. Or if you just want to get rid of your title bar and have your menu. So keep that in mind, that you could change these. You can go to header content and pick your different menu. Pick this one right here. Okay, and then you're just gonna have a little drop down menu and a search, and you would just go down here to logo, and you could remove the logo, so it's just a little search. All right, and you could also go in here to title, page title bar, and you could remove this whole title bar. In fact, we'll just show you just so you know how it looks really quick. And that's just going to disappear. So you don't have to do any of this. This isn't a requirement, and you can do anything you want here with your website. You're in complete control. Okay, if you want a title bar, oh, hold on. All I did is remove the image. What I meant to do is just turn it off. You just go up here and hide it, and then we'll save it. I just removed, all I did is remove the image. Sorry about that. But if you turn that off, see what's going to happen now? You're just going to have a menu, and it's going to say our awesome training site or whatever it is you're doing here. All right. So you can change that up however you want, but I'm going to keep it on. Let's show barn content, and we hit our breadcrumbs and our headings. And let's go get our picture going again. Okay. Select that. Click save and make sure that's there. And that way we'll still have our title bar. So do whatever you want. You can remove it, you can use it, change your icons, change your heading styles, whatever you want to do. And it's back. Okay, so whatever you think looks good. What I forgot and what I like to do, this still looks good and I might actually leave it, but I'd put a little dark blue lining or something to separate, you know, on this header right here, just to separate that from the header. And I'll probably show you how to do that in another training, but it's looking pretty good. Okay, so let's go to our page. We've got our header, our menu, icon, and our title bar. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Looks okay, but I feel like I already have what we're doing, Dreams Over Jobs, excuse me, and our caption right here in our heading. So this is kind of unnecessary. So let's go here and change this. And we'll click edit in our page. And I'm just going to change this. Oh. Click save, and I'm going to update that. Just click update up here. And that's not going to look like a double, hey, this is our thing, hey, this is our thing again. Alright, so like I said, structure this however you want. And maybe it might not hurt to start with the menu and the title and stuff, or maybe you do want to start with your page and kind of get your page outlined and then blend this in up here, your menu and your title bar with your page. So whatever you want to do, keep that in mind. Just go ahead and, you know, there's no specific protocol here. It's just how it works. Okay, that looks much better. So they come here and, oh, this looks like a pretty clean site. Huh, live the life you always wanted. I could do that. And then they come down here and check out our life coaching, mentoring, and web design training. And they watch this video and they go, wow, that's pretty cool. And then they maybe look over here and sign up for it. Right? So that's a pretty good start, and that's how we do web design. That's kind of how this all works. I know this is kind of a long video, which I do apologize, but we really did cover a lot of ground in a very short amount of time. So we're going to go ahead and end this soon, but I'm going to go over some of these key points here really quick to show you, you know, make sure you got a good vision of this, an overall picture of this, of how this works. So what we've done here is let's start from top to bottom. And I know I went a little backwards and started the page first, but let's start from top to bottom. What we've done here is we created our Photoshop. We created a title and these images, right? And one of those was an icon, site icon. So we put a site icon in here. We created a menu, and we created our menu bar, or our header, excuse me. And after we did that, we created a title bar. So basically this is how this works. The first thing you want to do, or maybe the second, You decide whether you want to design your page first or go into your global options and set up all this first. Okay, but what we want to do is at least create several pages so we can have our menu. And we want to come in here and go through some of these. And the main things that we want to go through is header. Okay, go into our header settings. Just go from top to bottom. Go to header. And that's this right here, our header. And go through the options. Pick a header you want and design it. Okay, go put a background image. Go through and set the style, whatever you want to do there. Get your header taken care of. And like I said, create several pages so you can have a menu. And then go down here to your settings or appearance and menu and create your menu. Right? And then you create several pages and you create your menu. And then you come back up here and click on your menu after you've created it in order to design your menu. Right? Remember how we went down here to mainly typography too. And we changed the color and the size of the font so that people could read it and it blended with your site. So go ahead and do that. We created a header. We created a menu. And in order to do that, we just created a few quick pages that we can go in and edit later. Alright. And then we came in here and we set our logo, which is right here. So this whole structure is your header. We have our logo and we've created our menu. And after we did that with these three, we went down here to our title bar and we uploaded our image to our title bar, and then we went back up and changed the size of that image, page title bar height, so that title bar fit right under our menu and we made sure we could see the whole thing. Right, so our menu, icon, or our header, this whole deal, icon, menu, and then title bar right here. Right? And now that that's all created, we created a page. We actually did that first, but we went over that, so you decide. But now that this is all creative, we also created a page. Right? And that page is where we came in here and clicked on pages, and we edited it and changed the name. And yeah. And we went down here and designed the page with the Avada Builder. We click Avada Editor. We changed it from default. And we went in here, and this is a really cool program, and make sure to take some time with this and learn this. And we added containers. We added elements to those containers in different sections in our site. We added a main one up here, just a one container with a one single element builder. Right, and that's how we created this text right here with our one element. So our one element sat right here. And then what we did is we created two more elements. We created another container. We clicked container, and we created a container with a 2/3, 1/3 element. And then when we did that, we edited and we put a text block in there with an image, and we put another image on the side here. See, 2/3 here, 1/3 here, and that's how it showed up. 2/3 here, 1/3 here. Okay, so it was really simple, and you guys really learned a lot in this lesson. So go ahead and take your time and start beef up your site a little bit. Get some pictures in on it, banners, maybe some images, or basically get your header going. Get this header going, get your icon, get a menu, get a title bar going, and then go in here and create your home page and design your home page a little bit and beef it up and get a little bit familiar. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. We're going to end it now. In the next one, I'm going to show you how to edit this footer. We're going to show you how to use your footer and to display things on your footer. All right. But for now, just go ahead and do those things we told you. Get your header, your icon, your menu, your title bar, and then create a page and design your page just a little bit and get kind of a layout going. And as we go along in the next videos, we're going to fix this footer and keep adding to this. But go ahead and get your layout and get your site looking pretty nice. And it should start looking pretty good after this video. Okay, so that's it. Go ahead and get that taken care of. Get yourself set up a little bit and move on to the next video. And we're going to show you how to design this footer and how to move widgets around and to make this look even better. Okay, so go ahead and get that done, and we will see you in the next one.